Ladies, get that tea. You might need a little strong, something stronger than tea for this one. I cannot. Okay, let's go ahead and just get to it. They stay losing. So, Dusties are dumb. We all know that. But even your so-called educated Dusty, that dude sometimes is really not that bright. You know what I mean? He's really not that bright. So, let me give you some quick background information. You are not going to believe this. Sometimes, you know how they want to talk about black women? Ooh, the rejection is a protection. Uh-huh. So, this Dusty here was married in an interracial relationship, married to a white female, and cheating during the marriage. He then meets another younger female, white female, and gets with her. I mentioned him before, and got fired from the job. That's where he met Becky, and the company was concerned about any kind of harassment suit, so they fired him, got rid of him. After that, wife of course found out how he lost the job, what have you, because knowing people that he worked with. Fast forward, he's still having this affair carrying on. Hey, he's an educated Negro, and I know I got it going on. So, having out the home, he then leaves. I don't know if she put him out, but whatever, he leaves the residence, okay? With his new boo. He even cashed in his 401k, flossing, going on cruise. It's got to get the Rolex. Oh, yes, buying her a car and everything. The wife filed for divorce, all right? One child. So she has the house, filed for divorce, child support. Now, while he was going on cruises and tricking, he bought the new chick a new car, paid cash for it. He was living off of his savings, and he also cashed in his 401k. Was not paying the child support, okay? Wasn't paying any money toward child support. Now, they did have a house. Fast forward, they get a divorce. He wasn't paying the child support, but he was tricking his money out, having a good time, traveling. So I think that put the wife at a disadvantage. She was working, but she was also depending upon the child support. He wasn't paying up. He was tricking with Bambi, the other Becky. Fast forward, she's having to take on responsibility. That sounds familiar. Take on all the responsibility by herself. I wonder who else does that. But hey, they think we don't know. No, we know. They're beginning to know. So, of course, she's depending on his part of the child support, and he was not paying, put us at a disadvantage. Let's go ahead and fast forward today. They are already divorced, okay? He still owes child support. Fast forward today, he has not paid child support in so long. Sorry. It's I think the arrears is like $30,000, okay? The arrears. So he started paying up, I guess, for the current child support. However, keep in mind, kids want to do sports and do things. You got to feed them and all that. Insurance it's a whole lot. So she ended up doing all that by herself. Fast forward, you already know what's happened. She lost the house. And what woman wouldn't be angry? He up here flossing. Oh, he on Facebook. He's on a cruise ship. What is this? Not paying for his child. So she got with a Dusty and divorced him. Don't forget they're mainly there for resources. She left. You would have pretty much got nothing. She lost the house because he would not pay the child support that she was dependent upon. So she has to do everything by herself. Nice size home. Got a downgrade now to a rental, which means some of your things are in storage or sold. I don't know what she did, but she couldn't move everything into a rental. Okay. So you have nothing from that marriage. Nothing. Married baby mama. So now it's all on you. Plus, when he was doing this, he was living like he was single. He wasn't even picking a child up. He just walked away from his responsibilities as a dad. Dusties are dumb, even the educated one. Oh, but it gets interesting. So he's now working. Found him another job after he lost the last one. He's now working. He's asking her to, how I guess they get caught up, but there's the arrears. Okay. So he's asking her to go ahead and get him off the arrears, the past due child support. She hasn't done it. He gets a lawyer and all this and that, and then he was trying to get custody so he wouldn't have to pay child support. But again, dum, it still does not vacate the arrears, okay, that you still owe in the past that was ordered by the court. You got to pay. Guess what happened? Put this woman through all of this here. She's lost her house, their home, married 10 years. I'm like, wow, lost the house, had to downsize. She done went through all of this and raising a child on her own. He up there tricking with new Bambi. He wasn't even picking the child up. I got my new relationship living like a single man. Guess what happened, y'all? Well, he has to commute to work. He got a letter in the mail. I don't know if it's the child support or the state, but a letter. Oh yeah, from the state. He got a letter in the mail, and guess what it was? This is new to me, but again, I don't deal with these fools. Got a letter in the mail saying that his license has been suspended. You know why? Back child support. As said before, now I see why some of them aren't working. They got felonies and can't get hired. I agree, and you all told that in the comment section. I totally agree. And some of this right here is child support. I would say. Gets a letter in the mail that his license has been suspended. They're not done. Here's a new twist. Hope you listen, ladies. I have never heard of this in my life. Then I guess they probably use, Dusty, what the lady said? Was it Southern Nappiness that said that? Got more excuses than a Negro going to jail. And I had to let that just cracked me up. So I guess some like, oh, wait a second. If they get stopped driving with a suspended license. No, I didn't get that letter. What are you talking about? Try to act brand new, try to act dumb. You know what I mean? Well, guess what? They went a step further. Besides the letter in the mail saying your driver's license has been suspended, he can't drive legally. Guess what? He also got a phone call. So now they're doing, I'm like, what? Phone calls as well. Where they do that at? Listen to this. He said in the phone call, they acknowledged that, okay, if you haven't got one, you're going to receive one, or you should have received a letter in the mail addressing the issue of your suspended license. Uh-huh. Then guess what? On top of the suspended license, y'all. And they told him, if he is caught driving, the vehicle he's driving is going to be impounded. Hold on. He is going to jail. Hold on. Your mama can't help you, baby. Then they said, if he does go to jail while driving on a suspended license, guess what? Let's say you're like, okay, the person gets arrested or something, goes to jail. Guess what they said? He said they told him if he gets arrested on that suspended license, you want to know how much the bail is going to be? They said the bail is going to be the amount of the child support order. So he cannot get out of jail unless he pays that $30,000 in child support arrears. Ain't no half payment. There's no, I'm going to make a payment. No, they've already exhausted that avenue with you and you didn't pay up. I was like, what? Yes. If he gets arrested and goes to jail, he will not be released from jail until he has paid all the arrears of child support. So unless you come up with $30,000, you might be serving a life sentence. As I said before, but I know how people like popcorn knowledge. While you sitting up playing, somebody planning. Oh, it gets worse. You haven't heard the worst. And the thing, I started to take the call. I was like, what's going on with my homeboy? I was like, what's going on? Which is, I was like, I'm like, I'll just see. Okay, what's going on? So yes, and trust me, he's not my homo, but mutual friend. He's like, did you hear what happened? No, I've been really busy. Cannot I said, wow. While you sitting up here playing, somebody's planning. So stop and think. Now you wonder why so many of them locked up, but you can't tell them nothing. Now, of course, he does blame the white man trying to keep him down. Did the white man get the woman pregnant? Did the white man go off and leave his family? Even though you may have left, you could have sent a check food and still picked up their child. But no, 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 no. This is the Dusty mentality. They really don't care about children until they're like, I don't know, 105, got bad knees, teeth all gone in the head. All you can do is pretty much gum some mush and cheese. And hey, I'm your father coming back as a broke down, not need liability. I don't think so. Oh, but this is not the worst part. You haven't heard the worst. I hope you're sitting down. So yes, I'm like, dang, they must. Again, we like popcorn knowledge. Can't tell us anything. While you sitting up here playing, I told you somebody planning. But because no, hey, keep on playing. So it's like, yes. I'm like, wow, that's like getting a life sentence. So if you owe $30,000 and they're saying that's gonna be your bail. And see, here's the thing. We don't have any friends. People think like that affirmative action thing was nothing. Well, so what? That's for them ones trying to go to college. That's what they get. No, it's all around. They can study your behavior and see what do they do. Well, they're not known for paying child support. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and change it. So, bail. I never in my life heard of this. You could end up sending a life sentence for child support. Cause stop and think. Who gonna pay the $30,000? You'll get bail when you get. Whoa. This is pretty much your home. But you can't tell them anything. Remember that jingle I had? I gotta find that video. I said about loose dick. Make your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit. I'm telling you, lose dick. Make your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit. This is literally it. I gotta get that. I gotta finish that. Let me go back here. I got to finish that jingle. And I wish I had it for this video. But anyway. So then it's like, well, can't drive to work. I think it's like 50, but it's less than 50 miles one way. So you're basically looking at, let's just say 90 something miles, maybe 99 something miles a day. Coming and going round trip, okay? Well, ride sharing. If you add a ride sharing, let's just say if I had to guess, I'm not the ride sharing expertise. I don't have their mileage calculated, how they do that, but I'm sure it's based on mileage. Let's say it's $80 a day coming and going. What's 80 times 5? Sounds like $400 a week. What's 400 times 4? It's typically 4 weeks in a month. So you could spend 10 penny child support, but you could spend $1,600 just to get to and from work. $1,600 just to get to and from your job. Here's where it gets a bit more interesting, ladies. I hope you're sitting down. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm shocked just hearing it. What? So, I noticed about him, from what I've gathered, he makes it a point when he goes, whatever job he works on, he seems to clearly want to make it a point that it is known that he is not with a black woman. Okay, like, oh yes, and to make sure that he puts besides a picture on his desk, thing like that, he wants to make it very clear that this is my woman. He's not with a black woman. And I was like, okay, the picture says it all. That's obvious, but I'm like, Dusty's like to really keep, I guess, our name in her mouths, and that's fine. That's okay. We'll talk about you too. So, Dusties are dumb. At this point, as I was told growing up, sometimes unless you say it's better, I guess maybe his dad didn't tell him that. Yeah. Dusty Bucket goes to work and lets them know he may be late a couple of times, because, and this is a small company, it's not a large company, lets him know he may be late a couple of times, got some things to work out, and he lets them know it's about transportation, given the fact that he's been notified that his license, his driver's license, has been suspended by the state and he can't drive, so he may have to catch rides and get Uber. Now, keep in mind, he wants to be that guy. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Dan. Ha ha ha. Hi, Bill. How you doing? Thinking he's one of them. Just because you're in an interracial relationship, you are like so dumb. Before I give you the piece of resistance, we don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, remember when they were talking about black women like losing their, I guess, these benefits from the state, and they were saying, oh, they're about to be like homeless, oh yeah, black girls about to be homeless, oh yeah, black girl married, then when them kids are about to be homeless. Remember how they were rejoicing? This is how you know you are with weak men. They are weak as hell, the collective. That's my opinion. Who would rejoice on the women being homeless and the children? This is crazy. The same women that you make homeless and children because you create the fatherless home. Just so we're clear. He got a lesson today about Zaddy. You think you know Zaddy. You gonna learn today. So anybody with like half a brain would normally just go to work. That's your particular problem. Shut your mouth, because it is embarrassing to have your license suspended because of child support payments. Anybody with half a brain would want to shut your butt up, just get to work. That's a personal problem. It's not a good look. Really not a good look. It's like saying, oh, hey, I couldn't make that business meeting because I set up and ate this cake and, I fell asleep, y'all. And I slept through and didn't get to make it. That is so incompetent. But see, Dusties are dumb. This is what this fool did. I can't believe it. The fool goes to work and explains to them how his license is suspended on a child support issue from the ex-wife. Those guys are different. Not all, but that's a majority. You can see. They have some deadbeats too. Dusty Dan is in that group as well. You're talking to a man that's the manager of a company, small company, but they're not gonna. If he making some decent bucks, the owner is. If you making, let's say you making, which I don't know salary. Let's say you making 150. If you making 150, what the hell do you think the top one is making? It sure ain't 175. It might be 3. So anyway, he goes to the job and explains to them about his license being suspended. Dusties are dumb. Talk about on cold. Remember what I said? When Becky gets mad, she can call on Brad. She ain't got to call on him. Brad can sniff out some Dusty. So don't forget, they are there about the resources. So at this point, they already know now, well, if your license is suspended on child support, that could be because you're not paying $50 billion liability educated lame boy. They know you're not paying. Guess what? Hashtag dumb dusty. Girl, hashtag dumb dusty. Hashtag your life is over. Guess what happened? This is on code. So don't forget, they know his ex-wife is a white female. Okay? So he's telling them that, hey, I might have some, it might be a little issue. My license is suspended, so I can't drive. I have to get rideshare and depend on others for transportation. So just so you know, give me a heads up what's going on. Baby, they done put the whammy on him. Oh, guess what? He said they told him on the job. What Zaddy told him on the job. So this is child support? That's why I suspended. Okay. And you can't drive. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let you work from home for a week. Ladies, listen up, please. He thought it was going to be good. Guess what the other statement was, what they told him? This is being on code. This lets you know what they think about the women and you're not being responsible for your child. Know what else they told him? You're going to work at home for a week. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, I done said to this, I done told Dusty, when you don't pay the child support, it's going to be a felony on your record at the bottom of your credit report. Besides license suspended, it'll be a felony on your record, so you can't get, a lot of times, can't get a job. Child support. But again, I'm back. I don't know. So hey, I'm not this Negro. Let's go ahead and go on. Go on, Negro. You got it, bro. Well, they told him, Zaddy told him that he had a week to go ahead and work from home. Then guess what he said? Dun, 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 told him, and we're giving you a week to get the child support paid up, or you will not be working here. Boom. I said, you know darn well they know this Negro is not going to come up on $30,000 in a week. Yes, told him you got a week to work from home, and we're giving you a week to go ahead and get the child support caught up, or you will no longer be working here. You think they won't call and find out? I said, so this your last week. I guess sometime next week. This your last week. Wow. Because they know you're pretty much impoverishing one of the women. Oh, you married Becky and you gave her a baby and you're not going to pay your sponsor. I told you the world is watching. You're not going to pay for your child support because they know then I guess taxpayers probably may have to kind of step in, her family, or they step in. Told him he has a week to get that child support paid up or he will no longer be working there. Unless you think about the women, what they think. Oh, you putting her, so you stuck her with a baby and ran off. Huh. Dusty, you think next time you might want to listen to what we tell you? But hey, I don't care about them, and hey, you know everything. It lets you know. I said, wow. So you are done. If he had to shut his mouth up, just get your butt to and from work. Shut up. Oh no, I think I'm men. I got me a white woman. They ain't gonna understand. I think I'm men. You know what I'm saying? I'm professional, and yeah, he gonna understand. He understand all right. He understand you putting his one of their own in poverty. You leaving her with all responsibility. They see what black women go through, so in their mind they're probably like, dun, 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 dun. Oh, you finna now make her into a Beckisha to go what black women go through. All that responsibility is on her. So do you understand? That man is letting him know you're not going to sit up here and work in his company. You married a white woman, divorced a white woman, and left her with a child. You're not going to pay. He's letting you know you're not. He's not going to put some money in your pocket. Not from his company, at least. Oh no, we're not putting money in your. You know you're not putting money. You're not going to be working here. So you just made things worse with your dust bucket mouth. Maybe should have shut up like we told you. Just go to work and don't say nothing. Just go to work and don't say anything. Just get there, do the ride share early as you gotta do. Do not say anything. Do not just go to work. He would have still had a job. Justices are dumb. But stop and think. This speaks volumes. What does it let you know what that man is thinking? You're not finna sit up here and get a check off of me and then not pay your child support. So you're gonna leave Becky with a child support on her own that you created? You're not finna sit up here and eat off me. Told him they're giving him a week. And you can say, oh, he can't do jack. Because what he cannot do jack. He ain't suing nobody. Because you want to know why? All I have to do is pull that credit report and see he has a felony. Didn't disclose it, and that's just cause right there. It speaks volumes. So no driver's license. Now, and it's a good paying job. Now that good paying job, oh, it's over. With a felony on your record, no driver's license, how's he going to get the next one? Introducing one of the dumbest Dusties in the universe. And because you're so dumb, nonsensical, want to go ahead and avoid responsibility, now you sitting up here broke and butt hurt. I just had to share this with you guys, you ladies. I mean, oh, they can hit your wagon to a dumb one if you want. He's now nothing but a liability. Plus, he's still paying student loans, owing on student loans. Oh, wait a minute. Since he so gave him a week, I couldn't believe it. Wow. Talk about on code. So Zaddy, the system already told you. Now they've told you individually. They don't even know her, no, but they know you, what you represent. They're not gonna have for like black women sitting up here holding the bag all tied down. They know he's created a fatherless home. They told him a week to pay those arrears off, or he'll no longer be working there. As my father said, you've been here all this time, and you still don't know those people. You still don't know how things work. See, what works in the BC on the hood streets doesn't work on Main Street. So now think about it. She lost the house. So now think about it. Or he could end up going to jail. You want to bet? Suspended license. And don't forget, he lose that job. How's he going to stay current on the current child support? How's he going to stay on the current child support? How's he going to stay current on the child support issue? They'll be sending out a warrant. And don't forget, they told him, I never heard of this. To get out, you got to pay the child support. That's the only way you're going to go ahead and get out. Somebody playing and somebody planning. If that's the case, you can really see a whole lot of them locked up. And guess what, black women ain't? Whatever. They did that to themselves. Because look, they can see they're also creating fatherless homes in other communities. Anyway, long video, but I have to share this with you. Dusties are dumb. Lord, they are dumb. Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to comment, dislike the video. Let me know. But this here, hit your wagon to a dusty if you want. The job a week to come up with that child support, or you won't be working here. So I said, hey, it's over, because he don't have the $30,000 a week. So yeah. Anyway, wanted to go ahead and share that with you. Unbelievable. Talking about black women losing. Now you see why Goldman Sachs, other companies, I think Aberdeen, why they're not investing in this collective of men. You see why? They know the pathology, they know the mindset. Now you see. But hey, I always said the world is watching. You'd be surprised who watching our small investment channels. Besides big ones like Cynthia G, you'd be surprised. The world is watching. And that's why they want to silence us. But everybody knows. There's no secrets. Anyway, gotta go. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay dust free. Woo, looks like in a lot of cases, honey, what they said, club single is the place to be. And I'm out. You don't need no man that's a liability.